Hello friends, this is Shripal Gandhi, your friend, and I'm back again. Like always, we do things differently. So instead of all the gyans, let's have a lot of fun and masti right in the beginning. How about if I ask you, what's your favorite song? And tell me why. You may be thinking, and while you think, let me share what is my favorite song and why. My favorite song is from this movie called Kesari. Teri Mitti Mein is the song name. तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी दिल की है आरज़ू. Every single time I listen to this song, creates and invoke a lot of patriotism within me. The valor and the vigor for the nation to do something meaningful, to make this life count and to bring India on a world map. I feel like doing something. It's a very, very deep song. I love this song because it creates certain emotions. If you look at the lyrics of this song, it is mind-blowing. They are so deep, so meaningful, and that's why this is my favorite song. What's your favorite song? Comment below or write in the chat box. Yes? You can think about any song of your choice. It need not be on the country, the friendship day just passed by. So it could be about dosti, friendship. It could be about love, relationships. You can sing whatever you like. You can even sing Deewana, Dil Deewana. Whatever is your favorite song, you can mention that why it is your favorite song. Okay? Ready? Okay, once you are done, then I have something very interesting again for you. Super. Now what we are going to do is, I am going to ask you your favorite movie. Yes, movie. Favorite movie and why it is your favorite movie. So two things. You have to name the movie and why it is favorite. Again, while you do all your thinking, let me share what is my favorite movie. My favorite movie is Ocean 11. You know why? Because of sheer cast. You got the best of the best cast in this movie. You got George Clooney, you got Brad Pitt, you got Matt Damon, and over and above that, you got Julia Roberts. All in single movie. What a power-packed movie. Brilliant plot, superb cinematography. If you look at the dialogues, they are mind-blowing. And it's so power-packed, action-oriented movie, very high on adrenaline. And more importantly, it gives certain messages. It teaches me something every single time I watch this. What does it teach? It teaches me no matter what happens in life, never ever panic. It teaches me I need to plan ahead of time. Why strategy is more important? Because these are the lessons which are applicable in all part of life, in all dimensions of life, and especially more so in business. That's why this is my favorite movie, Ocean 11. What's your, my friends, and why it is? Comment below or write in the chat box. Do you know something? We communicate all the time. Since the time, we were born, we communicated how? We cried, right? And, we communicated, we told to the world, hey, we have arrived. Even when we are praying, we are communicating. Look, your camera is on and you are communicating. What are you communicating? Shripal, I am connected to you. I am very focused. I am sincere. I am involved is what you communicate when your camera is on. And you know what? You also communicate when your camera is off. Some friends we have, they love to have these great eyes as if I am doing an RJ jockey. I am a radio jockey. What do you communicate when your camera is off? You communicate, maybe, you are doing too much multitasking. Maybe you are checking mobile, listening to the video, doing something else as well, looking at something else as well at the same time without having complete focus and immersion towards anything. It also communicates that this is not a priority for you. It also communicates that you are not very interested in cooperating. Your camera is on, you are communicating. Your camera is off, you are also communicating. You answer, you raise your hand. you are communicating that you are fearless, you want to express, you want to make your voice count, you are not afraid, it is communicating something. And when you don't answer, you don't raise hand, you are also communicating. What are you communicating? Maybe you are shy, maybe you have inferiority complex, maybe you know the answer, maybe you don't know the answer, but you don't want to raise your hand. It communicates certain things. All the time we are communicating. Don't you think so? So we just learned, right? Communication is everywhere. But if I were to ask you, do you really think communication is important? Let's discover together. Let's say if you want to interact with your friend, do you need to communicate? Let's say you need some help from somebody, do you need to communicate? Let's say, like me, let's say you are a big fan of Pani Puri, Golgappa, Puchka, right? And you feel like having it. How will you communicate? You need to communicate, right? You want to make new friends. Do you need to communicate? You need to communicate. You want to play something. You want to travel somewhere. Do you need to communicate? You need to communicate. Whether it is about studies, whether it is about public speaking, whether it is about a debate competition in school, or whether it is, you later on go do business, do you need to communicate? Or even to such an extent, nokri ho ya chokri, do you need to communicate? Yes. In both the cases, right? Nokri also you need to communicate. And chokri also you need to communicate. It's there everywhere. And it is so important. Without communication, can you even imagine this world? Without communication, can you even imagine this life? Imagine you, your principal, your teachers, and your friends. You are sitting in one class and nobody is communicating. What will happen? Can you even imagine? What will you do? Look at each other's faces and make it, if you make facial expression, even that's a communication. It's almost like statues. Can't imagine, right? Your parents, your family, you go for outing somewhere and imagine nobody is communicating. We can't even imagine the world without communication. Even teaching by itself is a form of communication, right? Learning is also communication, teaching is also communication. The fact that we are communicating to you through this platform, through this digital platform in today's world, through keep moving movement, what are we doing? We are also communicating. And today we are communicating about communication and the power of communication. Very cool, isn't it? So what did we learn? We learned about the fact that communication is everywhere. Then what did we learn? We learned the fact that communication is so important. And do you know what now? There are 4 types of communication. What are those 4 types? Verbal communication, non-verbal communication, written communication, and visual communication. So let's discuss one by one. Are you all ready? Very cool, right? Let's discuss together. What is verbal communication? Verbal communication is nothing but you exchange words through spoken words. This is called verbal communication. This is an active form of communication. So what we are doing, we are also a part of my communication to you right now is also verbal communication. You send a message to somebody, that is also a verbal communication. You talk to somebody on mobile, that is also a verbal communication. You listen to a radio and radio jockey is communicating to you, that is also a verbal communication. This is called verbal communication, one type of communication. Then there is second kind of communication, that is called non-verbal communication. What does it really mean? This is actually a passive form of communication where you communicate through your body language, your tone of voice, your expressions, your facial expression, your gesture, your postures. Basically through all this you communicate and you share your feelings and thoughts to whoever you are communicating with. This is called non-verbal communication. Very important, extremely crucial. And though in this world we pay a lot of attention to the words we speak, what is more important is also what do we communicate when we are not speaking. This is called non-verbal communication. Imagine you have your first crush. I'm talking about your first crush. And imagine you invite her to a restaurant for a date. कैसा हो रहा है? You go to the restaurant. Now your table is called, your number is called, so you go to the table. You sit like a James Bond, and when you sit down, you choose a place where you are sitting with the wall in the back and the girl is in front of you. What does it communicate to the girl? It communicates that you are less interested in her and more interested in what's happening in the restaurant. It communicates that you want to tell everybody in the restaurant, hey, look, I have a girlfriend. What does it communicate? You are very less interested in her. Now let's flip it. Imagine you come again like that James Bond, and now you decide to sit here and face the wall. The wall is here and the girl is sitting where I am standing. Now in this case, what happens? You are the only focus. You cannot see anything else except the girl. It tells the girl, it communicates to her that she means the world to you. And it makes a lot of difference. Lot of difference. होता है क्या नहीं होता है? Think about it. In the event, let's say if you are the girl and he is the guy and he is sitting with the ball on the back, जितना खाना है खा लेना, जम के खा लेना, order the most expensive dishes on the menu card and don't pay the bill. Let him pay the bill. Let him suffer, right? Very interesting. Non-verbal communication. Even the way we sit, the way we talk, the way we focus communicates a lot. Non-verbal communication. Let's look at it another example. Like even the way you dress communicates a lot about you. Let's say now instead of wearing a tie and a shirt, imagine I would have come in a very floral, funky, red, blue, yellow color flowers all over on my shirt, half sleeves with a hat, with glares and with shorts. And now I come and I'm teaching, I'm talking and I'm communicating about the power of communication. What do you think? Do you think you will be excited? Will it go deep? Even the way you dress communicates a lot. So in life, remember, the way you dress and the way you address makes all the difference. Another form of non-verbal communication. Now this is, we looked at the example in restaurant. We looked at the way we dress. It communicates a lot. Even as simple as, let's say somebody said hi to me. Hi. Now look at the way I respond, okay? Somebody says hi to me. Hi. I don't even respond. I just do like this. What does it mean? It says, it communicates something. Hi. Hi. It communicates authority. It communicates, keep the distance and tell me whatever you want to tell me. Hi. Hi. It communicates genuine interest, lot of warmth. Same hi, 3 different ways, but it communicated 3 very different emotions. Non-verbal communication. So we looked at verbal communication, non-verbal communication. Let's discover together what is written communication, which I'm sure all of you know. Whether it is books, letters, email, SMS, WhatsApp, right? Social media, Instagram, Facebook, all of this are written form of communication. So when you communicate using this tool, this medium, these are called written communication. And what is the last one? The last one is called visual communication. You remember in the first session we learnt about the fact that we are all born to win. We also learned that we need to have self-belief, and we learned how we can build and have our dose of self-belief. But once in a while we'll keep getting some doubt, some self-doubt. So in second session of KMM, we learnt about why we should have champ friends. Because when we have champ friends, they can lift us even through the toughest of the time. Can't you see there on your screen? This tree is been cut by the woodcutter, and still the other two trees are holding the tree, and the middle tree is standing tall. Such is the power of good friends, champ friends. And this is called visual communication. That even if I don't say anything, just looking at that picture, it tells you so much. Visual communication. What we are doing right now is also visual communication, because you are seeing the screen, you are seeing the picture, you are seeing the writings, and you are also listening to my words. This is called all four part of communication. This is called a full presentation. So I am also using visual communication through my presentation. Now, when you go to college, you will start making PowerPoint presentation, use charts, plots, graphs, various kind of infographics. That is called visual communication. So, to be a champion in communication, you need to be a champion in all four forms of communication. Which are those? Verbal, non-verbal, written and visual communication. You need to be a rock star. You need to be a real champion in all four forms of communication. Because when you are a master communicator, you make things happen. And when you are a weak communicator, things happen to you. When you are a master communicator, you become leader. When you are a weak communicator, you become a follower. When you are a master communicator, you create, you love to create, you create things, you create ideas, you create enterprises, you create people, you uplift humanity. When you are weak in communication, you end up destroying things. Very, very crucial things, my dear friends. Why we need to really have communication as a superpower. Really, power of communication is humongous. You know why? Because recently there was a study done in US. They looked at 5,000, one of the world's most successful people who had who's who, all the way from Steve Jobs to Elon Musk to Bill Gates to Warren Buffett. And they came up through these common traits. What are those common qualities in these top 5,000 most successful people? You know, one of the most common quality among all of them was they were master communicator. Once Warren Buffett was asked, what is the best thing you have done in life? He said, the best thing I did was at a very early age, I learned public speaking. I learned how to communicate. Because when you learn how to communicate, then everything is possible. Whether it is health, wealth, relationships, in every dimensions of life, you can flourish. That is the power of communication. So what did we learn? We learned communication is there everywhere. Why communication is important? There are 4 types of communication, and there is a tremendous power in communication. In order to be a champion communicator, we need to master all 4 forms of communication. Let's discuss, because when we communicate, communication has got scope for many things. One of them is comedy. Comedy? Really? Yes, comedy. You want to know some example? If I were to ask you, this is a common phrase when we say, okay, let's hang out. So what does it really mean? We go and hang somewhere or what? Look at it on your screen. It is not about Pune, Bombay, Bangalore, Delhi. But if you go to the remotest village and ask someone, hey, let's hang out, they will feel like, what are you talking about? Or, if you really insist, they will take you to some farm in a forest or somewhere, find a tree and climb there, and then they'll tell you, okay, you only said, let's hang out. Let's rock, man. What do you do? Let's rock. You climb on the rock or what? Let's rock. In today's world, again, very cool thing is, you come, you go give exams, then you come out and your friend asks you, how was it? Arey, phod diya. Phod diya? Arey, what did you do? You broke your question paper or what? What did you do? Phod diya, right? You ask people who have given exams for IIT JEE or CAT for MBA, hey, how was the exam? Cracked it. You cracked it? What? You cracked it? You got cracked or you cracked someone? Or what did it happen? It just meant it went off very well. So sometimes communication can be very funny. Because once 2 friends were there, Ram and Sham, they were talking to each other. And Ram said, you know what? My father shaves twice a day. He shaves twice a day. I said, really? But do you know, Ram? Sham says, my father shaves 20 times a day. He said, what? 20 times a day? Almost one shave every hour he's shaving or what? Then Sham looks at Ram and says, hey, my father is barber. But yes, he's given right answer, right? So sometimes communication can be very funny, and that's why communication has got a great scope for comedy. What else communication does? Let's discuss. So communication has got scope for comedy, we just saw it. It also has got scope for misunderstandings. Let me give you an example. In one of the Amitabh Bachchan's movie, everybody was bragging about what? Murga. And while they were having conversation and people were talking about, look, हमारे घर के पीछे तो इतना बड़ा मुर्गा है, इतना बड़ा मुर्गा है. And Amitabh being Amitabh, imagine with his height 6 feet plus, he says, हमारे घर के पीछे तो इतना बड़ा मुर्गा है. And when Amitabh says with his height, इतना बड़ा मुर्गा, everybody is shocked. And it's like, what happened? How can it be so big? And then he says, दूसरा हाथ तो आने दो, हमारे घर के पीछे इतना बड़ा मुर्गा है. So, sometimes communication can also cause misunderstandings. We already saw, right? Ford Endeavor to Ford red underwear. And we also saw, इतना बड़ा मुर्गा है, दूसरा हाथ तो आने दो. Sometimes communication has scope for misunderstandings. Communication can also do wonders when it comes to inspiring people. And there are many examples where the way people have used communication to inspire the world, to inspire people, to uplift humanity, it is unbelievable. One such example is our own Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. The kind of movement he created when he traveled around the world, visited Germany, Italy, Japan, gathered all the resources, because he really believed that there was a way to fight with British and India needed independence. So on one side there was this Ahimsa movement, on another side Subhash Chandra Bose believed that this is the way and we got to build our own army. So he created his own INA, Indian National Army. And that time there were no emails, there was no podcast, there was no Facebook Live, but sheer power of communication. तुम मुझे खून दो, मैं तुम्हें आज़ादी दूंगा. And he galvanized the entire country. People wanted to give their life, give their blood, just for this one common cause, for which was independence of India. Communication has got tremendous power, and rest is history. You know what happened after that. In fact, when Britishers went back, I think they did mention in one of the scriptures they did say that one of the reasons we left India was this whole movement of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, wherein every single person, every single resident wanted to be a part of this entire movement in India. And they were afraid at what this will lead to, and hence they left. So he played a very, very crucial role in getting independence for India, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Huge power in communication when you inspire people. Who else? Another great example is the president of Ukraine. You can see on your screen. What did he say? You should know his background. He was a comedian, looking at the sheer corruption in the country. He decided to get into politics and make a difference. So when he got elected as the president of Ukraine, he said, don't put my photographs or don't put the photographs of the president anywhere. I don't want my picture or the president pictures anywhere. In fact, even if you want to put pictures, you should put pictures of your own children in your workplaces, in your offices. And every single time you are making a decision, look at that picture and then take a decision. That will remind you about the quality of the decision you are making, because it will have repercussions on your own children. And it created a movement again. Small change But what a brilliant communication. Don't hang in picture of president, hang in picture of your own children and look at them every time you make a decision. How he inspired the entire nation is phenomenal. President of Ukraine. One more example of using communication to inspire people is Jack Callis. March 12, 2016, final match between Australia and South Africa. Australia beautifully led by Ricky Ponting and he was on fire. They scored one of the highest score one team could score in a one day cricket. In 50 over, first time they scored 434 runs. And after their inning, when it was turn of South Africa to bat, there was a gloom and doom in dressing room. Everybody was just looking at each other. So much of tension was there. Even the coach with a lot of sarcasm asked, now what strategy? What are we going to do? And that's where this ace player, Jack Callis, with his ace communication, answered, but they were 16 runs short. This pitch is made for 450 runs. They were 16 runs short. And then he asked his batting line, like Herschel Gibbs and others, that can you score just one boundary every single over and then rest 5 balls you can play and get singles? So 4 plus 5, 9 runs every over, 50 over match, 50 into 9 is equals to 450. Looks doable, looks possible. And immediately with his communication, the entire atmosphere in dressing room changed. Now it was not about doubt, it was about, hey, let's give it a best shot. I think it is possible. We can win this match, right? Let's give it our best shot. And they went on to play. They batted so well with that strategy and communication of Jack Callis and won that match 438 for the fall of 9 wickets and created a history. One man with his communication can make so much of a difference. There is tremendous power in communication. We just saw Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Jack Callis, the president of Ukraine, how they use empowering communication to communicate what they wanted to communicate and made a difference in their life and millions of lives around. My family disintegrated in 1991. We moved to Ichelkaranji. I was in 5th standard, I got 48%, 6th standard I got 53%. And then I met a professor, A.V. Zadav, who changed my life. One day he called me. I was among the bottom 5, bottom 10 of the class. I don't know what he saw in me, but he called me, he said, Shripal, you are sincere, you are hardworking, you just don't have right direction. If you focus, you can actually top the class. He put his hand around my shoulder, patted on my back and said, you are a topper material. I don't know what he did, but the power he had in his voice, the belief he had in his voice changed my life. In 7th standard, I came first in my class and after that I have never come second in my studies. It changed my life completely. Just one empowering communication, one statement from him that you can do it. I believe in you, you can do it. And it made so much of difference. That is the power the communication has. Another thing which I have learned over the span of many years in my life is, because when I was a student and even when I started my life, to a great extent for me, happiness was equals to success. Everything, I will be happy only if I score well. I will be happy if only if I get what I want. I will be happy if only I have my desired friends with me. I will be happy only when I go and watch my favorite movie. I will be happy only when I get my new phone. I will be happy only when I get to drive in a new car. I will be happy only when I get new pair of clothes. But I realize over a span of time, until I learned this, again through communication, that happiness is a choice I execute before I encounter a situation. It's in my hand. Success may be in world's hand, but happiness is in my hand. And it changed my life. Small things like this, the way Professor A.V. Zadav changed my life through communication, the way my life got changed when I heard about happiness is a choice I make before I encounter a situation. So powerful, isn't it? That is the power communication has. Now let's discuss. Now you understand communication is all around us. Communication is super important. There are 4 types of communication. And then we also learned that communication has got scope for comedy, has got scope for misunderstanding, and also communication is something which you can use to inspire people. Let us discover together what are the barriers of communication. When you want to communicate but you don't communicate, what holds you? Let's discuss that, right? Are you all ready? Let's discuss. So the first barrier in communication is fear. Fear of loss, fear of hurt, fear of getting rejected. Sometimes you know the answer, right, in the class. होता है क्या नहीं होता है? You know the answer but you don't communicate, you don't raise your hand. Because you think, if my friends laugh, बाकी के लोग हंसेंगे तो क्या होएगा? If I say and if teacher shouts at me, what will happen? If I say something and if either somebody else get hurt or if they in turn say something and it hurts me, what will it happen? Or sometime it is just because I said something and if I don't win or if I get rejected, what will happen? You know, in sales, they go talk to many customers. Most of them, they turn them down. Only a very few, they give them business. But still, every next day, they wake up, get up with same energy and go back. Communication, very important. So, if everybody starts believing that, oh, if they reject, I should not communicate, how will we live? Can you appear for any competitive exams just with this whole fear that if I don't score well, what will happen? Can you tomorrow, when you graduate and when you take up your job, will you stop giving interviews because you think that no, they may reject me? Because interview is also communication, right? And this is very interesting. Now you will be able to understand. Let's say you like somebody. Will you go and not even express your feelings? If you don't express, फिर तो गई. If you express, there is a fair chance, right? You don't want to take a chance. Very important. So when you have communication, you can have anything. Absolutely. So these are the barriers of communication. Fear of loss, fear of hurt, fear of getting rejected. What is the other barrier? Assumption. What are the assumptions? Oh, they don't like me. I don't think they want to listen to me. इनको ना कोई बात करके फायदा ही नहीं है. They have already decided here that whatever they want to say, the world will not understand. It is so strongly etched in their head. So that's why they stay away from communication. That's why they refrain from communication. Very big barrier in communication is assumptions. Does it happen with you? Sometime you want to go talk to principal, but you feel no, what will happen? I think she may not want to talk to me. होता है क्या नहीं होता है? Sometime you want to make new friends, but you think, oh no, because I come from a different school, they may not want to have friendship with me. Big barrier in communication. And the third one is, since we understand the barrier 1 as fear, barrier 2 as assumption, the third one is, what is the solution for this, sir? So Shripal, tell me, how do we address this then? The solution is, always act out of desire to gain and not out of fear of loss. I repeat, always operate out of desire to gain and not out of fear of loss. Let me give you an example and a story. It will help you understand. So once the king, along with his entire resource, was traveling, and while he was going, there was a beggar sitting on his way. And when the king was passing, the king was on his elephant, and then beggar said, "Hey, King looked at him and said, what? He said, can I have your elephant? And everybody got stunned. A beggar cannot even feed for himself. So the Senapati who was with the king, he went and asked the beggar that you can't even take care of yourself. Are you talking about taking care of elephant? How will you take care of elephant? King also said the same thing. First you need to take care of yourself, then talk about having the elephant. What did beggar reply? Beggar replied, देना है तो दे, वरना आगे चल. Because even that beggar was operating out of desire to gain and not out of fear of loss. Same is the case in our life. Whether it is competitive exam, whether it is sports, whether it is friendship, whether it is creating right kind of circle of friends with us, you need to operate out of desire to gain and not out of desire, fear of loss. Now imagine, it's like this. You want to run half marathon, you have never ran before. This is your first ever time. You think that, no, maybe, I should run marathon. Now there are two school of thoughts. One thought says that, it's okay, I have not run before, but what if I win? There is a fair chance. Let me give it a shot. At least I have a fit body, I can run. Let me give it a shot. If I win, I win. But let me give it a fair shot. And you run. There are chances that you can win. But what I can tell you is, for sure, there is zero chance if you tell yourself that I have never run before. My body is so heavy and I don't think I can participate or I can win in half marathon. Do you think you stand any chance, even 0.001% chance to win? No scope. So when you operate out of desire to gain, you achieve much more in life than when you operate out of fear of loss. That is the formula. We need to understand, learn, integrate this formula in our life so that it gets internalized. We need to operate out of desire to gain and not out of fear of loss. Now let me tell you some tricks for communication, tricks to become a master communicator. First trick is, you need to understand your tone is as important as your words. Because you know what? Wise people know how to drop the tone and take the content. But unfortunately, world is not full of wise people. So when you communicate, you need to communicate with right tone and right words. Because world will only take your tones and may not take your words. So you need to have a right balance between tone and words. It is as simple as if I were to say, I didn't say I ate that banana. Now look at it. I can say it in many ways. I didn't say I ate that banana. I didn't say I ate that banana. I didn't say I ate that banana. Same statement, different tones. In first statement, the focus was me. I didn't say I ate that banana. In second sentence, it was all about the focus on saying. I might have eaten banana, but I didn't say. The focus was on say. And in third sentence, the same sentence but different tone, and the focus was, I didn't say I ate what? I could have eaten anything, but I am talking about banana. Tone is so powerful, so powerful. It's like, if you want to propose somebody, how will you propose? Hey, I like you, I love you. Will you say like this? Or, I love you. Will you say like this? Tone is very, very crucial. Because when you have right tone, you not only exchange word, you also exchange thoughts and feelings. That's why they say tone is as important as words. Very, very powerful. So powerful communication is not only about choosing right words, but also about choosing right tones. Let's discuss second trick. Second trick is the positive communication will always create far bigger impact than a negative communication. Now let's say if you had fights with friends and it's not happening, you're not able to make it up, what will happen? If you start saying, what, if you don't talk to me today, I will never speak to you again, and you threaten the relationship and I will never be your friends. One type of communication. Other type of communication is, hey, I understand यार, चल ना, क्या बात करते ना, एक काम करते, let's meet in the evening, let's go have ice cream. And while having ice cream, ask him, क्या हुआ, बता ना, चल बात करते, let's sort it out. At the end of the day, we are friends यार, come on, champ friends, right? तो एक दूसरे की मदद नहीं करेंगे, एक दूसरे को समझेंगे नहीं, तो क्या फायदा? And you, same thing, but here the communication is very progressive, positive. It can make a huge difference, huge difference. This is about friendship, whether it is about parenting, whether it is about studies, whether it is about you graduated and now you are going and you have a boss. How do you communicate to your boss? Do you tell your boss that, oh, I didn't get the raise, give me the raise, give me the salary what I want, otherwise I am resigning today? Do you talk like this? Or do you talk to your boss? Boss, I want to talk to you whenever you have time. Can we set up some time? And I have few things I want to discuss with you. Based on my work, this is what I have done and this is what I expect. What do you think? And then talk to him in a very different tone, wherein you are taking his guidance and understanding. And also ask him, if I have to earn this much, what will it take from my side? Same thing, but very, very different impact. A positive communication will always create far greater impact. I have a 4-year-old daughter. Her name is Krisha. And if I want to teach something, if I tell her, Krisha, so many times I have told you, if you do this again, I will never ever give you that mobile. Do you think threatening like this will help? Or if I explain, Beta, come here, I want to show you something. Look, on this mobile, if you watch too much mobile, then the blue light will go in your eyes and the eyes will get damaged. Do you want healthy eyes, bright eyes, sparkling eyes, or you want dull, damaged eyes wherein you won't be able to see? No, Papa, I want healthy eyes. Yes, so you should not see the mobile all the time. Same communication, same messaging, very different communication. One was positive, one was negative. Positive communication, you create people. It's very progressive. You feel good. Negative communication has got a lot of revenge. There is a lot of hurt. There is a lot of guilt you are creating. And very seldom it creates people. If you want to create people, if you want to be a leader, practice positive communication. Because positive communication will always create far greater impact than negative communication. Mother Teresa, she will never say, if you say anti-war, she will never participate. But if you say it is for peace, she will always support that cause because she believed in that communication. Going for peace is far more positive communication than going and then saying it is an anti-war movement or anti-ex-country movement. Positive communication will create far greater impact than negative communication. And the last one, what is your own communication? The most important communication you can have is your communication with yourself. Self-communication, what we call self-talk. So, let me ask you, my dear friends, just a moment of reflection here. Are you all ready? Chalo, batao. If I were to ask you, just for a moment, close your eyes and just think, every single day you got up, when you got up, what kind of thoughts and feelings you had? Then you went, you brushed, you took shower, you had breakfast. Run your entire day in your mind and see what kind of self-talk you were having. Did you have self-talk that nobody understands me? Did you have a self-talk that when it comes to school, I don't feel like going? Or when it comes to waking up, every single time you are hitting snooze button and saying, no, let me sleep some more. What kind of sleep talk, what kind of self-talk did you have? Is maths is not my favorite subject because I'm not good in maths? Is it because I don't have a good family background? I can't score well? Is it because my family is not as rich as somebody else? Hence, constant chatter is going on in the mind. What do you feed here will only manifest outside. What kind of self-talk, self-communication do you have with yourself? Because this is by far the biggest and the most important communication you can have. Very, very crucial. So if I were to ask you on a scale of 0 to 10 to rate yourself, how will you rate? 10 being the highest, all the time positive, progressive communication. 0 being the worst. On what scale will you rate? Think about it. And now, since you know your score, if you want to go higher up, if you are at 6, how can you go to 10? If you are at 7, how can you go to 10? How can you practice more and more positive self-communication and self-talk? Like, my life is good. I'm very blessed. I have so many good things in life. I have healthy body. Look, other people don't have it. What kind of communication do you do with yourself is going to be very, very crucial. Because that is what will get manifested in your life, my dear friends. So we learned 3 tricks. First, First, what did we learn? Your tone is as important as your words. Second, positive communication will create far greater impact than negative communication. And third, your most important communication is with yourself. So my dear friends, 15th August is here. We will very soon complete, in another 25 years, we will complete 100 years of our independence. Relatively, we are a far younger country than the rest of the countries like China and America, since we got our freedom and independence. But what can we do in these 25 years? Because let's look at it from a point of sheer power of communication and the way people use this communication to change their life and to inspire millions of people around. Gandhiji went to jail 29 times. 29 times? Why do you think he sacrificed so much and still went to jail 29 times? Because he believed every time he go to jail, that sacrifice is worth, because the world will communicate, this country will communicate. That time there was no social media, there was no digital media, there was newspaper, there was radio, but every time he will get arrested and they will put him in the jail, media will write about it, newspaper will write about it, radio will talk about it, and my countrymen will get to know, and in turn it will inspire them, because he knew his sacrifice was worth the communication through the media eventually to inspire them to fight for the independence of India. Bhagat Singh at the age of 24 decided to give his life and serve this nation. Why? Why such a big sacrifice? It's not an ordinary sacrifice. Who can give a life? And that too for a country? Because he believed through sacrifice he can communicate not only to the India but to the entire world that we need independence. We don't need ruling of Britishers. Such is the power in communication. And since 15th August being around the corner, my appeal to you is, what can we do in our life? This is only one life, one chance we get. What can we do in this life where we use our communication as a superpower? As the topic today says, Spider-Man has web, Superman can fly. We have a superpower which is called as communication. How can we use communication to empower our life and to empower lives of millions of people around? So crucial. Because we don't want these sacrifices to go waste, right? We want to create something, and in order to do something for the nation, it need not be only for sacrifice or only do sacrifice. You can still serve the nation by creating employment for 10,000 people, 100,000 people. You can create something world class wherein you pull in billions of dollars from all over the world into this country. You can become an extraordinary social worker or social activist. I know from sitting here, those of you who are listening, one of you will go on and become the best scientist in the world. One of you will go on to become the best doctor in the world. One of you will go on to become the best social worker in the world. One of you will go and serve this entire country and become the best leader. One of you will become the best tycoon when it comes to business. Can we use this phenomenal tool we've been bestowed upon called communication as a superpower to create our life? Because when we are master and ace communicator, then only we can change the world. Then only we can think about changing the world. Because if we want to lift our life and lift the lives of many other people, whether it is money, whether it is health, whether it is relationships, we need to be master communicator. They say the quality of your communication is directly proportional to the quality of your life. So if you want to have a great quality of life, you need to be a great at communication. So I really wish and pray that may you all become the master and the ace communicator and lift yourself, lift this country, lift humanity, and make your life count. And finally, use this great tool you have been bestowed upon, which is communication as a superpower. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best.